In my previous video on EA Skate Lost Media, I mentioned an episode of Jimmy Kimmel where they advertised Skate 3. To myself and many, we thought that this episode did not exist anymore and it was probably not even archived at all since this was 2010. However, as of recent, this episode was eventually found. But before I show the video, I'll be going over the whole timeline of this video and where we first heard of it. So a couple months back, almost a year, this was mentioned to me on Discord by Pinetree, as he sent me a screenshot from Skate's Facebook account from 2010 mentioning that they will be on Jimmy Kimmel. However, I didn't really think much of it as it's probably just an advert that we've already seen. I didn't expect a whole segment or something major. However, only a couple moments later, he sent me a screenshot which seems to be Guillermo in Skate 3 that they actually posted on the Twitter and Facebook. From this image, we see that this is not a Create a Skater. This was actually made for this very segment by the dev, which also indicates to us that there is a whole build of Skate 3 made just for this segment. It is very well known that games go through many stages of development, such as the alpha build, the dev build, prototype, the beta, and even the final product with a bunch of updates. Some developers, however, do make certain builds of the game to display the game at events such as E3 for an announcement. And as a comparative to that, you can see through Watch Dogs, when that was first shown at E3, the gameplay was completely different than the final product that we got at home. But what makes this so special is that this was made just for a talk show segment, which blows my mind. However, I don't know if this build still exists. I hope it does exist. Maybe we may see more on this in the future. I don't know. I really feel like it's probably destroyed, but I'm always proven wrong when it comes to these type of things. So when it came about to searching for this lost episode, the first thing that came to our heads was, let's go to the Lost Media Discord, let's go to the Reddit, and let's look for this episode. Maybe someone has an archive on Jimmy Kimmel. We may never know. But unfortunately, it seemed like no one had an archive of any of the Jimmy Kimmel episodes from before 2015. So using the Twitter account and using the Facebook account, we managed to narrow down the very date of when the episode aired, which happened to be on the 21st of May 2010. However, there was not a lot of certainty on the date. It could have been between the 19th, the 20th, or the 21st. So the very first thing that we thought of was look at the Jimmy Kimmel account on YouTube and just look through the whole catalog of videos that he has. And unfortunately, there was nothing there that was not like in the past 5 years. So there was no possible way that we could find it. And even going through the ABC website and any other website that may distribute Jimmy Kimmel's episodes on streaming or any services, that we can possibly find this episode. However, we could find the listings, but we could not find any footage of the episode. As a lot of time passed by, I eventually just gave up on looking at the episode for at least a month, thinking that it's near to impossible to find this thing, and I doubt anyone's archived anything like from this far on Jimmy Kimmel. But then eventually I stumbled upon this one archive website and I was like, you know what, might as well just search for Skate, and I found a couple ads that they're re-uploaded now on Pinetree's channel. But then I thought to myself, what if I just search Jimmy Kimmel? Maybe I'll find it if I just try. Luckily, I could set everything by date. I put it in 2010. I had to look at what day it was, and it was in May. So I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. 19th, there was nothing. 20th, there was absolutely nothing. And then luckily I find the 21st where it has the Skate 3 thumbnail right there with Jimmy Kimmel holding the case of Skate 3. I clicked to see if I was able to watch the video, and luckily I was, but it was broken up into segments, so I had to download them both and put them all together. And there we have it. We have the segment of Skate 3 from Jimmy Kimmel from the 21st of May 2010. This is also the very first time ever after so long that anyone has ever seen footage of this build or even proof that it actually existed. So hopefully we can find the build now, but we found the video, so here's the video.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel with a word about EA Skate 3, the only game that offers gamers the definitive skateboarding experience.
Joe, dude, keep it down.
Excuse me?
I'm trading over here. I don't want to lose focus.
You know, you look like Guillermo and you sound like Guillermo, but something is different.
I am skating now. Bro, everyone can be a skater when you play Skate 3.
Oh, well, let me have a look at that over here. Wow, that is pretty cool.
You mean totally radical?
Yes, yes, how silly of me.
You don't know how to talk like a skater.
Well, I hope we can still be bros.
I'm not sketchy like that. I wouldn't bail. We tie. Check it out. I'm playing with myself.
I hope that's skater talk.
You know it is, bro, Seth.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Skate 3, in stores now for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3.
You can stop pretending now. Jimmy Kimmel Live back in 2 minutes with Adam Perry Lang, music from Slayer and Josh Holloway. Very well done.
Make sure to follow my socials.